For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Liverpool career mode here on FIFA 15. It's time to start some competitive football. The opening Barclays Premier League fixtures in today's episode, the first game, is at home against Southampton. I'm trying, obviously, my full strength 11 in this one. Mini lane goal with Danilo and Inigo Martinez, two new signings in defence, although of course Alberto Moreno is a new signing as well, although I didn't personally bring him into the club. And of course Adam Lallana in there as well, technically a new signing as well for the start of this particular season on FIFA, and a pretty similar formation from Southampton, so I was hoping that they weren't going to cancel each other out, and they've of course got the pace and danger of Shane Long up top, preferring him over Graziano Pella, and obviously Dusan Tadic is going to be a handful in that attacking midfielder role, but we are hoping Coutinho is going to be a handful for them as well, and he was indeed just that right here. Fantastic dribbling feat here to turn inside 2 or 3 defenders. Unfortunately though, the accuracy with the shot wasn't quite equal to the brilliance of the run, and he couldn't find that far bottom corner. But Gerrard with a free kick comes off the wall. Still trying to find my range with free kicks with Stevie D. I'm used to taking them, of course, from the Chelsea career mode with players like Eden Hazard, etc., who have a very different free kick style, a different technique, and I'm still trying to gauge how best to take free kicks with Stevie. Came close there, that one just tipping the top of the wall, and then again even closer from the corner, the header from Raheem Sterling. Rather weird that he won the header, but regardless, a decent header as well, and only just outside that near right hand post. But after all of our dominance in the opening first half, 5 minutes before half time, they went up the other end, squared the ball across, tramped me, and Victor Wanyama was there to side foot into the bottom corner. So I thought, right then, well, let's come back in the second half, we'll try a little better. And the free kick got better from Stevie, but still not quite found my range just yet. This time getting it over the wall, hitting the bar, but it comes down the wrong side of the line as far as I'm concerned. Fraser Forster was absolutely motionless. Nothing he could do, but unfortunately Stevie G couldn't quite do enough to get it into the back of the net. Coutinho though cuts inside here, drills it towards goal, and the goalkeeper makes a really big mistake with that finish. He should have saved that, but I'll take it. You see the run from Daniel Sturridge here in the middle, just draws the defender away, which opens up the space in the middle for Coutinho to take the shot. But the goalkeeper's really got to do a lot better with that when it comes in. Fraser Forster will be disappointed in himself, as will his teammates, because of course he's a new signing at Southampton for this season. But I made a couple of changes as we headed just past the hour mark to try and freshen things up. Extra little bit of pace out wide now with Lazar Markovic onto the pitch, over 90 pace. Sturridge with the next effort though, fizzing it in towards Fraser Forster, and he actually couldn't handle the shot. It bounced out of his hands. Unfortunately though, it wasn't quite able to get past him for a second time, and Gerrard's involved here. Turns inside the defender, but again I'm trying to just get the turn and fire that inside the near post, but I couldn't quite get my angles right with Stevie. I'm struggling so far to figure out how best to utilise Steven Gerrard's specific skill set. I don't know whether to get him further forward and try and use his passing for little intricate things, or whether to have him sat a little bit deeper and play the long ranging passes that obviously he's well known for, and perhaps try and hit a couple of long shots with him, which again is very much in time or in tandem with his reputation for Liverpool. But we get a draw, unfortunately, from the first game of the season, but we dominated, and I'm pleased with the performance. We just unfortunately weren't able to take any or as many of our chances as I may have liked, but definitely a lot of positives to take from that game. We're still looking for a left-sided midfielder. We've had a lot of suggestions in the comment section of the past 2 or 3 videos, and I am scouting 3 or 4 different guys, as well as putting offers in for players like Gaetan and Jean-Paul Bauchus, as you can see here. A few people saying Bauchus is good because he grows rapidly, and a few other people saying that despite the fact he grows rapidly, he's still not that effective. So I'm unsure as to whether to go for him, but we're putting in an offer here of £8 million for Jesse Rodriguez. Of course, can play out wide and can also play up top as well, so he could be actually a very good utility player for us should we bring him in. Also looking at Douglas Costa, if I can pick him up, because of course we moved a few players on yesterday to try and free up some funds to bring in this left-sided midfielder. Also looking at Jose Callejon as well from Napoli, because I would prefer a player that is a little bit taller and a little bit stronger physically than perhaps the likes of Jean-Paul Bauchus, etc. So maybe we'll have to wait and see what happens with those ones. Obviously the the inquiries for Douglas Costa rather and Jose Callahan came back with fees that I can't afford, so I am having to perhaps try and offer a little bit less than they may like, but we'll try our best. And we're coming up in the second game of the episode away from home against Tottenham. Obviously they're an extremely strong side. In real life, not necessarily fulfilling their potential, but on FIFA they seem to be absolutely incredible. Every single season that I've done in career mode, whether it be in the Premier League or the Atleti series or even the My Player, Spurs are just absolutely amazing. So we're playing a bit of a rotation side, a few different players in there. Lucas Leiva, I'm trying to drum up some interest in him whilst we try and move him on. So he's got a slot in the starting lineup to try and, put him in the shot window, so to speak, and he almost gets us off to a fantastic start there. The knockdown from the corner, and he tries to volley it in with his left foot, but can't quite find that near post, and it flies wide. But they're going to come on the attack of the other end. We win the initial header. Capu heads the ball from the edge of the box, and there's our first bit of retarded goalkeeping from this particular career mode. We had Asmir Begovic do it in the Atletico Madrid career mode series when we were in Spain, just ignoring the flight of the ball when you could quite easily have jumped and caught it to let it just drop into the back of the net. And unfortunately we find ourselves 1-0 down in the opening 10 minutes, completely through no fault of my own. We won the first header really well there with Sacco. Capu wins the header on the edge of the box, but that should just not go in. There's no way. You can see from the second replay, shows it perfectly. He can quite easily take another step back, jump and catch that ball, but he just ignores it. I was infuriated, and I'm sure plenty of you so far this year on FIFA 15 will have experienced that pain yourselves. But we're trying to get myself back in it though. We are still dominating this game the same way we dominated the one against Southampton, having all of the chances, and they're having to rely on Hugo Lloris here to make a couple of very, very good saves. That shot from Lucas was a little bit more central and more comfortable for the Frenchman, but whilst at one end my goalkeeper is being a complete idiot, at the other end Hugo Lloris was going to pull out some big saves, and we're going to have another shot here from the free kick. A little bit too close to get it up and down over the wall, so I decided to lay it off to Sturridge. Unfortunately though, smashes it against three men that throw themselves in front of it, and it trickles wide of that far post. So Tottenham with one more chance before the end of the half, and of course they score that as well. So we're 2-0 down just before half time, despite having more chances, despite having better chances, and despite being the better side in the game. So two changes after the hour mark again, around about the same time. Stevie G coming on this time rather than going off, and I brought on Mario Balotelli for Daniel Sturridge to try and just add a little bit more physicality up top, because Studge wasn't having the best of games. But Adam Lallana shows wonderful dribbling feet again here to get inside the box. Great shot, but just an amazing reaction save from Hugo Lloris keeps him out 15 minutes from time. He was the difference so far in this one, but we are going to have some more chances before the game's out, and there is still time to get ourselves back in it. Raheem Sterling takes advantage of the advantage. Another fantastic dribble run, and another amazing reaction save from Hugo Lloris. Whilst our goalkeeper at the other end, Simon Mignolet, makes ridiculous, retarded, broken game engine mistakes, the goalkeeper at the other end makes incredible saves time and time again, and we lose another game, or not another game, but we lose our first game of the series, not just today's episode, because of course we didn't lose at all during pre-season either, and we've dominated both of those games today and only come away with a point. So the positives are definitely there with the fact that we're dominating games and creating a lot of chances. It's only a matter of time before Simon Mignolet actually sorts his life out and we're able to put the ball into the back of the net and someone gets a proper trouncing of us by us scoring 3, 4 or even 5 goals. But we're back into transfer action now, trying to sell on a couple of players to drum up some extra funds to bring in that wide left midfielder. And actually the £8 million offer I put in for Jesse Rodriguez was accepted. I wasn't expecting to be able to get him that cheap, but it looks like we might be able to pick him up. And we're still obviously trying to decide a fee for Douglas Costa and or Jose Callahan. And despite the fact we've got to the contract stage with Jesse Rodriguez, I'm just going to hold off with that move and see what happens with the rest of them. We have got to the contract stage with Jean-Paul Bocius, and I will offer him a contract, although obviously I would prefer Jesse over the Dutchman, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in Monday's episode and the rest of the transfer window, which will round out next week, to as to what players come in for that left mid spot. But there are a few decisions to make and a few different contracts still to be signed and a few different fees still to be agreed upon. So if we can get a contract offer put in for Jose Callahan and Douglas Costa as well, then I really will have a decision to make on Monday, because Monday's episode will round out the transfer window. We'll have games against Manchester City and Aston Villa Villa, as well as transfer deadline day and a squad report, as it will be Monday as well. So drop this video a like if you enjoyed it. That'd be absolutely superb. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're closing up on 39,000 subscribers now before Christmas, which would be absolutely incredible. Huge support from you guys throughout this entire week for this series, and I can't thank you enough for it. So do hit the like button if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section which one of those 4 players would you prefer for the wide left role: Hesse, Jean-Paul Bocius, Douglas Costa, or Jose Callahan. It's up to you, and of course, if I can arrange a fee with Shakhtar or Napoli, then I'll try and bring in one of the others, as well as perhaps making the offer for Hesse. Should we be able to drum up some extra funds from the sale of Lucas Leiva, who I'm still trying to move on, and of course the 2 players there, Yesel and Glenn Johnson, that we're trying to agree fees with also. So we may even be able to bring 2 attacking midfielders in. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching. There'll be a Career Mode Road to Glory episode later on tonight. And of course, feel free to check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, whether it's the earlier episodes in this series, the My Player series, which had a 50th Career Mode episode special last night, or the Career Mode Road to Glory, which, like I say, will return to you tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow is the weekend, so we'll have My Player and CMRTG on Saturday and Sunday. If you don't know what and when I upload, there are links, or there is a schedule rather, in the description down below that lets you know exactly what videos go live and when. 2 videos every day, 7 days a week. So, of course, delighted with all of the support so far. Hopefully that continues over this Christmas period. I think today will be the last day that a lot of you are at school, so hopefully you'll have some more time to watch some more videos over the Christmas period. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm rambling now. That's all for this afternoon's video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Check anything you may have missed. Follow me on Twitter at ChesnoidGaming, and I will see you next time.